NBC 10 News starts now.
Right now at 11, problems continue after the ice storm. Trees are still falling all across the region, blocking roads and pulling down power lines. Radnor Road in Tredyffrin Township, Chester County, is just one example of the issues creating chaos for hundreds of thousands of people. It is cold out there as well. A live look right now at Center City, Philadelphia. Not good news for people who right now are dealing with another day without power. Good morning. I'm Renee Chenault-Fatah. Let's take a look right now at the latest on this ice storm. Left in the dark, around 417,000 people are still without power in their homes as electric crews rush to restore power. SEPTA still affected by the ice storm. Dozens of trains are running late this morning because of those downed power lines and trees. And Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett will hold a news conference in just about 30 minutes after he surveyed the damage in the area. We have live team coverage of the aftermath of this storm. Right now, we're taking a live picture from Bluebell, Montgomery County, where you see crews out here working hard to restore power. Governor Corbett expected here at any moment. As you know, he signed a disaster emergency proclamation yesterday, and he is surveying the area. We will have his press conference and what he's found coming up in just about a half hour. Well, signs of progress overnight in getting the electricity back on for lots of people. As we arrived at Pine and Welsh Roads in Northeast Philadelphia overnight, well, just as we arrived, there you see it, the lights came back on. Take a look now at downed branches from the ice storm in Bucks County. NBC 10 was on Sterner Mill Road in Feasterville. This was overnight. That stretch of road, because of downed trees and power lines, was closed. Now, all that damage may have caused this power outage in Feasterville. NBC 10 this morning along Street Road near Philmont Avenue. Not only were houses and streets left in the dark, so were, of course, traffic lights. So it certainly wasn't safe to be out there. PECO has staging areas throughout our region as they continue to monitor the situation. SkyForce 10 was over one in the Valley Forge Casino parking lot. Thousands of workers from all over the country right now are responding to our storm. They're heading to our area to help restore power. Let's begin our coverage today with NBC 10's Tim Furlong, who's been checking out some big problems in our area. With what a great vantage point you have there, live from SkyForce 10. Tim.
Yeah, it really is an unbelievable vantage point as we look down right now as we head along the Schuylkill River out by Conshohocken. This is where we were this morning. If you were with us on our newscast, we had a lot of power outages in Plymouth White Marsh Township, which is just up the Blue Route there. We're kind of coming over the Blue Route in Schuylkill right now. And as we head out toward Chester County, Valley Forge, Phoenixville, these are areas that are still seeing a lot of power issues at this point. In fact, when we get to Phoenixville, we're going to try to stop there for you and give you a good look. Phoenixville, 4 of 6 of their schools are closed because they lost power. PECO is doing their best to get the power back on. Rosemont College, I've just been told, has been closed because of power issues as well. So we're going to keep flying over the area, checking on some spots that we've been keeping an eye on where the power's not back on. Again, during the day, it's a little tricky to say who has power and who does not. But there are a lot of people out there watching us on the internet right now. You know who you are. And frankly, you don't have power right now, and we're hoping we can give you some good news pretty soon from the ground and from the sky about when your power is going to come back on. So we're going to keep checking with you as we fly. Again, we're heading out west right now towards Valley Forge and Phoenixville. Phoenixville having some significant power problems in that part of Chester County, so make sure you stay with us. Live in SkyForce 10, Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.
All right, thank you very much, Tim. We'll be checking back with you. NBC 10 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Glenn Hurricane Schwartz is here now with a first look at the forecast. Glenn, what do you have?
Well, we have more cold weather, and it's been fairly breezy during the day today, too. That hasn't helped things either. Plus, we have a lot of clouds that have come across during the morning hours. So we're going to have refreezing each night. This cold pattern will continue. We'll have a little bit of melting during the day. At least it will be dry to end the week, but some weekend snow is in the forecast. Right now we have temperatures in the 20s, low 20s in Allentown, 22 degrees, 26 in Philadelphia, and the warm spot doesn't even get to freezing at this hour. The average high is in the low 40s, and we still have some wind, so the wind chill is in the teens across a good bit of the region right now. And as we go through the afternoon, temperature doesn't rise a whole lot, only into the low 30s. And then, of course, we go back down again tonight By 11 o'clock, we're down to 20 degrees in Allentown. And of course, it's going to be much colder than that by tomorrow morning. Mid-teens, 26 in Philadelphia. So this cold pattern does continue. 28 degrees at noontime with cloudy skies, 31 at 3 o'clock, mostly cloudy. And then we also have temperatures going down to 29 degrees by 6 o'clock. At least it'll be dry and the wind will be diminishing this afternoon. More on that threat of snow and the timing on that with the 7-day in a few minutes.
All right, Glenn. Well, because of those cold temperatures, there really is a renewed urgency here to get electricity back onto people. PECO, of course, working around the clock to restore service to the hundreds of thousands of customers still without power. Now, right now on the phone from PECO, Deb Yaminijan, who joins us. And Deb, tell me, are you having success today? How much success are you having in terms of getting the power back on?
Good morning, Renee. Thank you for having us.
You can power up your cell phones, your tablets, your Androids, your laptops. To find a list of service center locations across the NBC 10 viewing area, go to our website, NBC10.com. And in case your power does go out, you do not have to be without NBC 10 News. And here's how you do that. If you download right now our free news app, you'll be able to watch our newscast streaming live on your smartphone or tablet if your power goes out. Get it right now for free at NBC10.com. And of course, keep all of those tablets and smartphones charged up just in case. Well, the Sochi Olympics are here, and so are new security concerns today. Why officials are now worried about a popular item almost all travelers will have in their bags heading to Russia. Glenn.
Well, we're stuck with this cold weather pattern for a while, and I'm tracking the approach of more snow just in time for the weekend. When it should arrive and what you can expect just ahead.
The main headline is going to be the morning rush. We do expect icing.
Route 1 northbound has been closed for an hour.
500,000 customers without power because of the storm.
Yeah, it's really bad out here.
911 call volume extremely high.
Very cold, icy conditions will likely persist for days.
When rough weather hits, no matter where you live, until it's over, it's our job to keep you prepared. On air, online, and on your mobile device. Trust the NBC 10 First Alert Weather Team.
Now, your NBC 10 First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Glenn Hurricane Schwartz.
Well, it's going to be a while before we get rid of a lot of that snow because we've got cold weather. So we're just getting some minor melting out there each day, and then it refreezes at night. More cold nights for quite a while, at least into next week, and some possible weekend snow in the forecast. Right now it's 22 in Allentown, 26 in Philadelphia, 31 in Atlantic City. We have a little more sunshine to the north and the south, but a fair amount of cloud cover in and around the Philadelphia area. It's 26 degrees. The wind 12 miles an hour, not quite as strong as it was late last night or this morning, but we still have a wind chill of 16, and we're 7 degrees colder than we were at this time yesterday. So it is definitely a very chilly morning. We're in the low to mid 20s where we've had all that snow and ice, in the low 30s mostly to the south. Now we still have that issue with the wind chill. It's in the teens right now. It's going to drop into the single digits later on during the night tonight. Look at that, in the teens most of the day, north and west. And then we drop way down. There's midnight. We're getting close to single digits, and by tomorrow morning, we are in single digits. Then during the day tomorrow, doesn't warm up a whole lot. Look at the wind chills in the teens, again, north and west. And then Friday night, cold again. We don't get a break here. Saturday morning, the wind chill of 3 in Allentown, 14 in Trenton. There are the clouds, as you can see, but there's nothing on the radar, at least not close by. We do have some snow in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas, rain down toward the Gulf Coast, some of that moving in this direction, and that's what we're watching for the weekend. A couple of minor systems, not anything major. The wild, hysterical rumors about some monster storm certainly did not look like they're going to pan out. And here we are into Saturday, and little bit of some snow moving through. Saturday evening, another little batch Sunday morning. Does not look like a whole lot, but with the Arctic air, yeah, that is hanging around at least close by. We're not getting the worst of the Arctic air, but it is cold, and it's going to stay cold all the way into next week. Mostly cloudy and cold, high temperatures barely above 30, but at least the wind is going to be diminishing during the day today. Tomorrow, only 33 degrees. The cold weather continues. And light snow late on Saturday, just a chance of some snow as we go into Sunday. Again, does not look like any kind of major storm. And as we go into next week, look how cold it gets again. Plus wind early next week. That sets us up for the midweek storm that looks a little more significant, perhaps accumulating snow changing to rain. And we'll be right back.
The Acura TSX just didn't excite me.
He really loves cars. He did a lot of shopping.
Mazda 3, Honda, Toyota. I was looking at Ford and thought the Focus ST, that looks like a real hoot to drive. This is the first Ford I've ever owned. The performance is fantastic. At the same time, fantastic mileage. I'm using Bluetooth phones for the first time.
Hello.
Hi, hon. It's my right car.
Make the switch to Ford Focus and lease for $119 a month. Just $119 a month. Hurry to your Quality Plus Ford store now.
NBC 10 breaking news.
We are following breaking news this morning. It's empty right now, but this is the spot where Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett is expected to hold a news conference to update the state's response to yesterday's ice storm. This is the PICO Operations Center in Plymouth meeting. Now, as you just saw here on NBC 10 News at 11 a.m., our Doug Schimel caught up with the governor in Blue Bell, Montgomery County, en route to here at the Plymouth meeting response center for PICO. We expect him here. It was scheduled for 11:30. Wouldn't be surprised if it may be a little bit after that. But of course, we will bring you his announcement live when it happens. And a live look from SkyForce 10 at the damage that is still visible from this ice storm. Hundreds of thousands of people are still without power. Many yards and roads have tree limbs down everywhere. Now to the latest from the damage on this ice storm. SEPTA's Paoli-Thorndale line remains suspended because of downed trees and power lines on the tracks. Dozens of other rail lines are running late. Villanova University will be closed today and tomorrow because of lost power. And at least 416,000 PICO customers are still without power in our area. NBC 10's Tim Furlong is checking out the big problems in our area live from SkyForce 10 this morning over
Science Center. There they plan to serve as many as 1,300 people. In Exton, Monique Braxton, NBC 10 News.
We've set up information on our website specifically for viewers from Chester County. You can log on to NBC10.com right now. There you can find a link to the emergency management number and the address for all the shelters if you're looking for one close to your home.
Thousands are without power across our area. To help out, NBC 10 and Comcast are teaming up to bring you the NBC 10 plug-in at Comcast service centers. If you lose power or know someone without power, go to any Comcast service center to get your devices charged free. Tablets, phones, any electronic device. For more information and a complete list of hours and locations, go to NBC10.com.
Coming up this afternoon, starting at 3, actor Channing Tatum joins Ellen, plus Saturday Night Live's Kate McKinnon, what she has to say about portraying the daytime talk show host and comedian. Then it's NBC 10 News at 4. This afternoon, our first alert ice storm coverage continues with dozens of people hospitalized now for carbon monoxide poisoning. We're looking at the dangers to going days without power, the health threats thousands are facing, and what you need to know to keep your family, friends, and neighbors safe. This afternoon on NBC 10 News at 4. Then all new on NBC 10 News at 5. A proposed rule change for compulsive gamblers in our area. The idea that may be able to help those with a problem without carrying a certain stigma. We'll explain. Plus, it's been more than 24 hours since the ice storm hit, but the effects could last into this weekend. Tonight at 6, the plans local families have in place to deal without power for another day. Glenn.
Well, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of melting, so some of this snow is going to last even into next week. It's not going to be as bitter cold as it was earlier in January, but for those without power, temperatures down in the teens at night is mighty cold. And the temperature barely getting to or above freezing over the next several days. I don't see temperatures getting to 40 degrees in that 7-day forecast. Now, there's a chance of some light snow late on Saturday or Saturday night, and another shot on Sunday. Again, they do not look major. More significant storm perhaps in the middle of next week. That may be a combination snow and rain.
Okay, but light snow for the
weekend.
All
yeah.
right. Well, that is
nuisance kind of things.
All right, we'll hold on to that. Thanks for watching NBC 10 News at 11. I'm Renee Chenault-Fatah for Glenn Hurricane Schwartz and all of us here at NBC 10. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here today at 4.